Hey, this is Jothan. Welcome back. I'll be talking about my game Benny the Ball. This is for my honours project, and I'll just be discussing what is going on, what's my design intentions with it, what I've changed, and why I've done certain things. But before I delve in, I'm just going to show I've got this menu, the name Benny the Ball, game by Jothan Bate. I want it to be quite distinct. Now, there's another game I did for my game proposal, and that was a ball game. This is a ball game. That was the ball game in which you control the ball. This is a ball game in which you control the environment around the ball. So that's why it's quite different. I'll just quickly show you as well. I've even got like a massive volume. I'm really pleased with that. So you can change the audio, sound, some credits as well, the music. And then yeah, if we just play, we go straight into it. So here we are. This is the game. You're met with this big box, and you've got the ball in the middle, and what on earth is going on? So people figure out pretty quick that if you press left click, this got green, it turns white when you hover over it. You can go through it. It becomes transparent, and you can go through it. Let's try it again. Super, and then we get in contact with the white and move to the next section. And some people get that pretty quickly. The next part, some people find a bit more difficult, but they got the hang of it. So, similar concepts. Click the button at the top, you fall down. Now you've got these flippers, quite like pinball, and you've just got to aim it so that the ball will go up into the white zone. So give that a go. Super. Right, and now we're introduced into another mechanic. So we've got a flipper, and we have this weird box here that's also highlighting. We're not entirely sure what's going on. And it took a bit of time for people to figure it out, but they got there, and that's really good, because I wanted to make sure that when people play the game, I don't have to explain anything. They just figure it out for themselves, and they can use their little brain cells and figure out what to do. So I'm really happy that they're able to do that. So if you press the button and then the ball goes on it, it changes colour. And this ball is yellow and it's a fair bit bouncier. I can change it again and it will turn into a metal ball. But the metal ball doesn't go as high. The yellow ball can go as high. I'll show you here. So if I try and get this ball to go and reach the top, it's not going to work. It doesn't reach, no matter how hard I try. Even with a red ball, it's quite hard to get it right. But with a bouncy ball, if I launch it into the air, it's a fair bit lighter, and it's a lot easier to get it to hit the white, he says, while missing. Here we go. Right, so we've got that idea down. Okay, so we can change the physics of the ball by pressing this button here. Okay, but even still, we can't get up there, right? I've shaped this in a way that whenever you bounce it from here, it bounces you back, right? That's the way the physics work. But we have this thing here. And so if I turn this on, it turns yellow. Okay, so maybe there's something to do with this yellow ball. And what happens then if I hit it and into its line of sight, or into its field? While it's bouncing uncontrollably. Let's give it another go. There we go. It zooms off. It's a fan and it zooms off into the distance. Okay, so we're now into the next section. Similar situation. We've got our changing, we've got our ball. Now we have this weird elongating buttons here, and we also have an arrow and this thing here. So that's this metallic colour, same colour, so maybe they're related. So the players, we can figure that one out. Say, okay, I'll try and launch it as high as I can. Try and get it into the line of sight, and it's a magnet, so it will be pulled towards this this magnet here, and it can be seen. Yep, okay, that's what's going on. Then if they press it again, it falls down. Oh heck, okay, so obviously then we've got to make some changes with the way we do this. Okay, here we go. I did not do that very well. There we go. So you press this and then you release it, and it rolls down, and then everyone figured out, yes, we just need to launch it up. into the next section. So now we're introduced to this much larger room, and this really is where the game comes into its own. All the previous levels have been introducing mechanics of the player. This just lets them go loose. You will notice, however, if you're a keen-eyed, that around the targets there is a box, and only balls of that colour can go through the box. So this is quite a grey box, so only the grey will be able to work. But at this point, I just let players go, see what they can figure it out, and everyone does figure it out in the end, but it takes some time. So first of all, okay, press it falls down. Okay, that's not going to work. All right, let's try again. So what happens if I put that? Okay, look, make this thing down here. Okay, it moves out. Oh, right, okay, now it's going to fall down again. Okay, that isn't good. All right, so obviously then I've got to try and bounce it up. Oh, right, and it bounces off the top. Oh, and it goes into this thing here. And that can turn yellow. So if I turn this yellow, then it will all bounce up. Okay, so let's do that then. Let's figure out what happens here. Alright then. Ah, it's a bit bouncy. And it gets in the end. Okay, and it launches off the top, but not in any way that we want. Okay, so there's a magnet here, so maybe we want this to be that colour, that grey colour. Alright, let's give that a go then. Ah, so there we are. Release it and launch it up, and we've done the level. Brilliant. So on to the next level. This is quite different as well, so we're going a different way now. The target's on the left, and we have this big dividing line. And we've also a little bit introduced to that idea of having things surrounding the endpoint. It has to be a certain colour. We have the same thing here. So if I just let this loose here, it doesn't fall through. If I turn this yellow, so now we can go through. But here's another colour. Okay, so this needs to be yellow, and this needs to be grey. Alright, let's see how that goes. Right, that's good, but not what we wanted in the end. Alright, so here's a fan. We want this to turn yellow when we hit it. So let's give that a go, see what happens there. So we launched up, but nothing good has come of it. Okay, so let's do it all together now. So this is another magnet, so we need to probably have this grey. Alright, let's give that a go, see how it happens, see what happens, see how it works. There we are, okay. We just loose this down, release it, and we get to the end. Right, and so now, this is one where the player has to act fast. Because you might have noticed that if the ball gets deleted or the ball like respawns or something, as you can just see, it resets the whole level. So you've got to act fast, okay. So you're a little bit panicking, okay, let's do that first. Alright, okay, so this needs to be yellow. So, yellow, alright, and it launches us up over here. What's over there? Another magnet. Alright, so we need this to be a magnet colour. Right. And then we release it. And we can just let this loose here and try and aim. And we just about missed, but that's the idea. That's what we're trying to achieve. Let's give it another go. There we are. So, that's an overview of the level itself. I have this nice little ending, forces players to be a little bit interactive, but just a stylized ending credits. Thanks for playing, game by Joking Bates, and then the name of the game, Benny the Ball. Here we are. So yeah, I think that's all I wanted to show today. But yeah, thanks for watching, and see you guys later. Cheerio!